He made a huge mistake and chose a path no one else dared to walk. But what he did next changed the world of work forever. Before creating LinkedIn, he failed with his first startup, SocialNet, a social network that no one was interested in. The investors rejected him, and the users didn't come. It wasn't just a business failure. It was a personal loss that almost made him give up. Failing with SocialNet forced him to reevaluate everything, starting from zero, both personally and professionally. But Reid didn't give up. He decided to start over and give it another shot. Why would he choose to risk everything and start a new business when he knew the path could lead to ruin? What did he gain from this? Reid knew he couldn't go back to the same kind of business. He chose to enter a new world, the world of professional networks, an area no one knew could succeed. How did he start fresh? From a failure that nearly broke him, how did it lead to the creation of LinkedIn, a platform that would change the world of work? After the failure of SocialNet, Reid Hoffman wasn't just starting over from scratch, he was facing a deeply personal crisis. The failure had hit him harder than any professional setback he had ever experienced. But he knew one thing: he couldn't stop now. Reid began to reflect on what went wrong. He had tried to build a social network, but what was missing? What did the world of professionals need? He realized that the solution wasn't just another social platform. It was about creating connections that mattered, professional connections. The idea for LinkedIn didn't come overnight. Reid spent months thinking through how to build a platform that would truly serve the needs of professionals. His vision was simple yet revolutionary: create a space where people could connect, share their expertise, and ultimately build their careers. But to bring that idea to life, Reid had to make the boldest decision of his life. He left PayPal, where he was earning good money, and took a massive financial risk by focusing all his efforts on LinkedIn. He knew the stakes were high. If LinkedIn didn't work, he'd have nothing left. He started pitching his idea to investors, but they weren't convinced. They told him social networks were a fad and that businesses like LinkedIn would never succeed. Despite the doubts, Reid pushed forward, convinced that this was the future of professional networking. His persistence paid off. Slowly but surely, LinkedIn began to gain traction. The first users, mostly in the tech industry, were drawn to the idea of creating a digital resume that could help them connect with others in their field. But LinkedIn was more than just a resume. It was becoming a platform where people could build real, meaningful professional relationships. By 2004, LinkedIn had officially launched, but the journey was far from smooth. Reid Hoffman and his team faced a major hurdle: getting enough people to join the platform. In the beginning, it wasn't about millions of users. It was about gaining credibility and showing that professionals would see the value in a network that allowed them to connect in a meaningful way. But LinkedIn was still a niche product. It wasn't mainstream yet, and the pressure was mounting. Reid knew that the key to LinkedIn's success was growth, but to get that, he needed critical mass. Without enough users, the platform wouldn't work. People wouldn't sign up if no one else was using it, and no one would use it if it didn't have enough members. It was a classic chicken and egg problem. So Reid did something unconventional. He personally reached out to his network, friends, colleagues, acquaintances, and asked them to join LinkedIn, not just to use the platform, but to actively engage with it. He wanted them to not only build their own profiles, but also invite others to join, creating the critical connections that would give the platform its viral momentum. The early growth was slow, but Reid didn't give up. He kept listening to feedback from the users and iterated constantly, improving the platform based on what people needed. One of the first key features he introduced was the recommendation system, where users could endorse each other's skills and experiences. This feature helped establish trust and credibility, something that other social networks didn't offer at the time. Despite the challenges, LinkedIn's growth started accelerating. The network gained traction in industries like technology and finance, where professionals were looking for a more efficient way to connect and grow their careers. As more people joined, the platform began to evolve. But Reid knew that LinkedIn's success wasn't just about numbers. It was about creating a community where people could actually help each other succeed. By 2006, LinkedIn had reached a pivotal moment. Growth was no longer just about getting more users, it was about proving that LinkedIn be sustainable. Reid faced a new challenge, turning the platform into a profitable business. At this point, LinkedIn was still free to use, but they were running out of funds to sustain the operations. Reid and his team had to figure out how to monetize the platform without losing what made it unique. LinkedIn wasn't like other social networks. It wasn't about entertainment or casual interaction. It was about professional growth, career advancement, and building real relationships. Reid's breakthrough idea came in the form of premium memberships. While regular users could still use LinkedIn for free, users who wanted to stand out, expand their network, or access more features could pay for a premium account. This model offered value to both the individual users and LinkedIn, as it allowed them to scale without sacrificing the platform's core purpose. The premium membership was a gamble. Many investors and advisors doubted whether professionals would be willing to pay for an online platform. But Reid believed in the value LinkedIn was offering, and he wasn't afraid to take the risk. Soon, the premium subscription model proved successful. The user base continued to grow rapidly, and LinkedIn began to develop its advertising platform, offering targeted ads to businesses that wanted to reach professionals in specific industries. The combination of premium services and advertising revenue allowed LinkedIn to become a profitable company. The real turning point came when LinkedIn became more than just a place to connect. It became the go-to platform for professionals looking to build their careers. Employers and recruiters started using LinkedIn to find talent, while job seekers used it to network, apply for jobs, and grow professionally. As LinkedIn continued to scale, Reid expanded his vision. He saw LinkedIn as more than just a professional network. It was a global platform for career development, professional learning, and business opportunities. By 2011, LinkedIn had become a dominant force in the professional world with millions of users worldwide. Reid had transformed his initial failure into a global platform that was now worth billions. He had built something that was not just profitable, but impactful, changing the way people worked, networked, and advanced their careers. As LinkedIn continued to grow, it wasn't just about the platform's success anymore. Reid Hoffman had to think bigger. Global expansion was key, and for LinkedIn to continue its momentum, it needed to evolve beyond what it was initially created to do. It wasn't just about job listings anymore. It had to be the professional hub for everything related to career growth. Reid understood that globalization was the future, and that LinkedIn had the potential to connect professionals worldwide. By 2013, LinkedIn was seeing significant growth in international markets, and Reid's goal was clear: dominate the global professional networking space. But success didn't come without challenges. LinkedIn was facing competition from both established companies and emerging startups, all vying for attention in the professional networking space. While other platforms like Facebook had already established themselves in social media, LinkedIn was carving out its own unique position by focusing on professional content, job listings, and business development. Reid's vision for LinkedIn expanded into education and learning. With the acquisition of lynda.com in 2015, LinkedIn further cemented its position as not just a place to connect, but a place to learn and grow. The integration of online courses allowed LinkedIn to offer professional development to its users, making it an even more invaluable tool for career advancement. However, Reid knew that to truly secure LinkedIn's future, it had to scale on a massive level, and that meant bringing in a larger, more powerful partner. In 2016, Microsoft acquired LinkedIn for $26.2 billion. At the time, many questioned why LinkedIn was sold and whether it could maintain its independence. But Reid believed this acquisition was the perfect alignment with Microsoft's vision for the future of work. With Microsoft's vast resources and global reach, LinkedIn could become an even bigger force in the professional world. The deal was strategic, and Reid's belief was that Microsoft would help LinkedIn continue to grow and provide even more value to its users. Why Microsoft? Asked many skeptics. Reid's answer was simple. Microsoft had the infrastructure and resources to push LinkedIn to the next level. They understood the value of professional networks and the potential of LinkedIn in a way that others couldn't see. The acquisition didn't change the core of LinkedIn. It remained a platform for professionals offering networking, learning, and career development. But now it had the power and resources to evolve even further. After the acquisition by Microsoft, Reid Hoffman's vision for LinkedIn was far from over. While he had stepped down from his active role at LinkedIn, he remained a key advisor, continuing to shape the platform's direction and ensuring that LinkedIn stayed true to its mission to connect professionals and empower their careers. The acquisition gave LinkedIn access to Microsoft's vast ecosystem, its cloud services, productivity tools, and enterprise solutions. This integration has allowed LinkedIn to provide even greater value to its users by connecting its platform with Microsoft Office 365, Azure, and other enterprise services. For professionals, this meant seamless integration between their LinkedIn profiles and the tools they already used every day for work. As LinkedIn continued to grow under Microsoft's stewardship, it became an indispensable part of the professional world. By 2018, LinkedIn had reached over 500 million users, expanding across countries, industries, and languages. It wasn't just about networking anymore. LinkedIn had become a complete professional ecosystem, a place for learning, recruitment, job hunting, and business development. Reid Hoffman's legacy was no longer just about the success of LinkedIn. It was about redefining how the world worked. He had created a platform that empowered people to grow their careers, learn new skills, and build global connections. And with the Microsoft acquisition, Reid had solidified his belief that professional networks would be one of the most important forces in the future of work. But Reid's work didn't end there. He had transitioned from being a founder of LinkedIn to becoming a venture capitalist, author, and thought leader in the world of entrepreneurship and technology. His experience with LinkedIn had taught him valuable lessons, which he shared in his book, The Startup of You, and in interviews with emerging entrepreneurs. Reid believes that in today's world, the key to success is networking, not just in the sense of collecting contacts, but building real, meaningful relationships. He stresses that your network is not just a list of people you know, it's a tool for collaboration, opportunity, and innovation. He continues to push the idea that your professional network is one of the most powerful assets you can cultivate throughout your career. And LinkedIn, the platform that Reid Hoffman built from his initial failure with SocialNet, has continued to evolve in ways Reid could have never imagined. It has become a cornerstone of the professional world, helping millions of people connect, learn, and grow. Looking ahead, Reid believes that LinkedIn's role will continue to grow and expand, especially as the world of work continues to shift toward remote work, global teams, and digital transformation. He sees LinkedIn's future as being intertwined with the evolution of artificial intelligence and machine learning, helping to provide even smarter connections, more relevant job opportunities, and better career development resources. For Reid Hoffman, LinkedIn was never just a business. It was about creating something that would change the world for the better. And in many ways, it has. His legacy will always be tied to the platform he built, the connections it facilitated, and the careers it transformed. As we look back on the journey of Reid Hoffman and the story of LinkedIn, it's clear that the platform's impact on the professional world is just the beginning. LinkedIn is no longer just a tool. It has become the bedrock of modern careers. For millions of people across the globe, LinkedIn represents a gateway to opportunities, a place to build personal brands, connect with like-minded professionals, and grow careers in ways that were unimaginable just a couple of decades ago. What Reid built, despite all the setbacks and rejections, is more than a social network. It's a platform for professionals to evolve. It allows people to see beyond their immediate job or role, showing them the bigger picture of their career trajectory and offering them the tools to actively shape that future. One of LinkedIn's most powerful elements is the recommendation system, which Reid introduced early on. It allowed professionals to endorse each other's skills and experiences, creating a system of trust and credibility that didn't exist before. Now, LinkedIn remains a trusted platform for hiring managers, recruiters, and job seekers alike. It's where employers find the most qualified candidates and where professionals discover new opportunities to grow, learn, and collaborate. The key takeaway from Reid's story is the power of persistence and timing. Every time Reid faced failure, he didn't quit. Instead, he analyzed what went wrong, adapted, and kept going. He understood that success wasn't a straight path, but a series of adjustments along the way. Reid's journey also shows the importance of networking, real networking. It wasn't just about collecting contacts. It was about building a community of trust and offering value to others. This belief in reciprocity is what ultimately made LinkedIn a platform that worked. Looking ahead, Reid Hoffman's philosophy will continue to resonate with entrepreneurs, professionals, and organizations across industries. In an era where the world of work is shifting rapidly due to technology, globalization, and automation, LinkedIn remains a foundational piece in how people build careers and how companies hire talent. LinkedIn's future will be intertwined with the rise of AI-driven career recommendations, global professional learning platforms, and tools that help workers upskill and pivot quickly in an ever-changing job market. Reid's personal reflections. I never could have imagined how big LinkedIn would become, Reid often reflects. But what I've learned along the way is that success is not about knowing what comes next. It's about being open to possibilities and trusting in the journey. His success didn't come from avoiding mistakes. Instead, it came from the ability to learn from each failure, to adapt quickly, and to embrace the unknown. Reid's story is a roadmap for anyone who dreams of building something truly impactful, especially when the odds are stacked against you. For Reid, the best way to find success isn't to rely solely on yourself, but to build strong, diverse networks, people who will support you in the good times and push you to keep going through the bad. The power of people is at the core of everything Reid has accomplished. Reid Hoffman's entrepreneurial journey wasn't just about creating LinkedIn. It was about embodying a philosophy of risk-taking, learning, and embracing failure. Through all of his ventures and missteps, Reid developed a deep understanding of what it means to be an entrepreneur, a lesson he continues to share with others. One of the most important lessons Reid teaches is the idea that entrepreneurship is a constant cycle of failure and success. He doesn't sugarcoat the experience because he knows that the most powerful opportunities often arise from the ashes of failure. His failures, including SocialNet, weren't just setbacks, they were stepping stones. Each failure taught him a lesson that contributed to his ultimate success with LinkedIn. Reid believes that the key to surviving the startup world is to be resilient and adaptive. The world changes quickly, and opportunities don't last forever. If you wait too long or hesitate, someone else will seize that moment. But if you move too quickly without fully understanding the market or your product's value, you risk making decisions that could ultimately lead to failure. The sweet spot is finding the balance between fast execution and careful consideration. When Reid was building LinkedIn, he had a simple but powerful mantra: trust your instincts, but test your assumptions. This was crucial when he and his team were testing ideas and features for LinkedIn. Some things worked right away and others didn't, but every change and iteration pushed the platform closer to its mission of connecting professionals globally, building the right team. Another cornerstone of Reid's entrepreneurial philosophy is the importance of building the right team. From the very beginning, Reid knew that LinkedIn's success wasn't just about his vision. It was about the people he surrounded himself with. He recruited a team of like-minded individuals who were passionate about the mission of LinkedIn. But more than that, he sought people who were willing to challenge him, bring new ideas, and push boundaries. Reid often credits his co-founders for LinkedIn's success. People like Alan Blue, Eric Lai, Jean-Luc Vaillant, and others who brought their own unique skills to the table. But it wasn't just about having a talented team. It was about creating an environment where collaboration and innovation could thrive. Reid believed that every team member should have the opportunity to take risks and fail forward, learning from their experiences and sharing those lessons with the team. Reid also emphasizes that diversity is key to building a successful startup. A diverse team brings different perspectives, experiences, and skills to the table, which is critical for solving problems and innovating in new ways. This belief in diversity is something that Reid carried with him throughout LinkedIn's development, and it remains a core part of the platform's culture. The future of work. Reid's vision As Reid looks to the future, his vision for LinkedIn continues to evolve. He recognizes that the future of work is undergoing massive shifts. Automation, artificial intelligence, remote work, and the gig economy are changing the landscape for professionals. Reid believes that LinkedIn's role is to bridge the gap between these new dynamics and the professionals who will need to adapt and thrive in a constantly evolving world. For Reid, the future of work is about access. He believes that access to opportunity should not be limited by geography, education, or background. LinkedIn's global platform is uniquely positioned to level the playing field by providing people everywhere with the resources they need to succeed. The more LinkedIn can connect people to the right opportunities and help them develop new skills, the more it can help build a more inclusive and equitable workforce. He also foresees AI and machine learning playing an increasingly critical role in shaping LinkedIn's future. Through smart algorithms and data-driven insights, LinkedIn can provide even more personalized career development tools. From helping people discover the right jobs to recommending skill-building courses, Reid believes that LinkedIn will continue to be a powerful tool for lifelong learning and career advancement. Reid's advice to entrepreneurs. As a venture capitalist and mentor to many aspiring entrepreneurs, Reid often shares the following advice. 1. Embrace failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Learn from your failures. They're the best teachers you'll ever have. 2. Take risks, but be smart. Calculated risk is the key. You have to trust your instincts, but make sure you test your assumptions before committing. 3. Build a team that challenges you. The best teams are made up of individuals who will push you to be better and bring diverse perspectives to the table. 4. Always focus on creating value. At the end of the day, the success of your business will depend on how much value you create for your users. If you focus on providing value, everything else will follow. 5. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The right moment may never come. If you wait for the perfect opportunity, you'll miss the one that's right in front of you. With the rise of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman didn't just build a platform, he reshaped how the world views professional relationships and career development. Today, LinkedIn is not just a networking site, it has become a critical tool for both individuals and businesses in nearly every industry. What started as a simple idea to connect professionals across the globe became an integral part of the business ecosystem. From recruiters looking for the best talent to individuals seeking to grow their careers, LinkedIn has revolutionized the job market. One of the key areas where LinkedIn has had a lasting impact is in job recruitment. Traditionally, job seekers had limited access to opportunities and were often at the mercy of job boards, newspaper ads, and word-of-mouth referrals. LinkedIn flipped that model, enabling professionals to actively seek out opportunities and be found by recruiters from across the globe. But LinkedIn didn't just disrupt recruitment, it also transformed personal branding. Professionals no longer had to rely on resumes alone. LinkedIn allowed them to build dynamic profiles, showcasing their skills, experiences, and expertise in a way that was public and easily accessible to hiring managers and potential collaborators. The platform also gave people the ability to demonstrate thought leadership, sharing ideas, articles, and projects with their network. This opened up a new world of opportunity for professionals looking to elevate their profiles and position themselves as industry leaders. For businesses, LinkedIn's ability to connect with a global pool of talent meant they could now hire the best candidates regardless of location. Whether you were hiring a software developer in Silicon Valley or a marketing strategist in Berlin, LinkedIn allowed companies to build teams with the best professionals from around the world. The power of data and LinkedIn's future. As LinkedIn expanded, Reid recognized the importance of data. LinkedIn wasn't just a platform for professionals to share their credentials. It was a data-rich environment that could provide insights into the behaviors, trends, and needs of the global workforce. This data became a goldmine for recruiters, employers, and companies looking to make data-driven decisions. By analyzing user profiles, skills, and engagement, LinkedIn was able to help companies make better hiring decisions, and individuals could see which skills were in demand. Through LinkedIn Learning, the platform not only gave people access to professional development courses, but also data-backed recommendations on which skills were most likely to increase one's career prospects. With the rise of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, LinkedIn's data-driven insights are now more powerful than ever. The platform's ability to match talent with opportunity is increasingly becoming more sophisticated, thanks to AI algorithms that analyze a user's career trajectory, skills, and aspirations to recommend the best job opportunities, business connections, or learning paths. For Reid, AI isn't just a buzzword, it's a critical component of the future of work. He believes that in the coming years, LinkedIn's data and AI will be crucial in helping people find their true professional potential, whether that means pivoting careers, upskilling, or discovering new career opportunities in industries they may not have considered. LinkedIn and the future of networking. As remote work continues to grow, globalization accelerates, and the gig economy expands, LinkedIn's role will only continue to grow. The platform is already positioning itself as the go-to place for people to not only find jobs, but also to build professional relationships and collaborate on global projects. As businesses adapt to new work models, LinkedIn's networking capabilities are becoming more essential than ever. LinkedIn is no longer just about finding a job. It's about creating opportunities for collaboration, learning from others, and finding the people who can help you achieve your goals. The way Reid Hoffman envisioned LinkedIn, it was never meant to be just another website. Instead, it was always about creating a long-term vision for how professionals could evolve, learn, and work better together. And today, with millions of professionals using LinkedIn to advance their careers, Reid's vision has become a reality. Reid's enduring influence. Even as Reid has stepped back from the day-to-day operations of LinkedIn, his influence still echoes through the platform's success and its cultural impact. As a venture capitalist, thought leader, and author, Reid continues to shape the startup ecosystem, helping guide the next generation of entrepreneurs. Through his investments in other companies, his books, and his public speaking, Reid has become one of the most prominent figures in Silicon Valley. But even as he moves on to new ventures, his legacy will always be LinkedIn, a platform that transformed how we work, connect, and grow professionally. And Reid's story is a reminder that failure doesn't define your career. What defines you is how you respond to failure, the ability to learn, adapt, and most importantly, keep moving forward. It was this perseverance that helped Reid build LinkedIn from the ground up and turn it into the platform that has empowered millions of people worldwide. As LinkedIn continues to evolve, Reid Hoffman's philosophy will remain at its core. Networking is key to success. Failure is part of the journey, and the right moment will come if you're ready for it. As we look beyond the creation of LinkedIn, it's clear that Reid Hoffman's legacy extends far beyond the boundaries of just one platform. While LinkedIn is undoubtedly his most well-known achievement, his influence on the tech industry and the world of entrepreneurship is vast and enduring. After LinkedIn's acquisition by Microsoft, Reid turned his attention to venture capital. He co-founded Greylock Partners, one of the leading venture capital firms in Silicon Valley. His approach to investing was always centered around long-term vision, looking for opportunities that had the potential to reshape industries and change the world. This is the same mindset that allowed him to build LinkedIn from the ground up. Through Greylock Partners, Reid has invested in a variety of groundbreaking companies, including Airbnb, Facebook, Dropbox, Edmodo, and Convoy. Each investment reflects his deep belief in entrepreneurship, the power of networks, and the potential to disrupt traditional industries. Reid's investments are a testament to his forward-thinking approach and his ability to identify the next wave of innovation. Reid Hoffman's entrepreneurial philosophy. Reid's philosophy is rooted in his experiences and his vision for the future of work. His approach to business is not about just making money, it's about creating meaningful impact. Through LinkedIn, he fundamentally changed how people view their careers, how businesses recruit, and how professionals connect. But his overarching philosophy, which has guided his career, is this. 1. Focus on the long-term vision. Reid's ability to see the bigger picture is what allowed him to persevere through challenges and build something lasting. Whether it's with LinkedIn or his ventures in venture capital, Reid focuses on opportunities that have the potential to change the world. not just the next quarter's profits. Number 2, fail fast, fail often. One of Reid's most important lessons is that failure is inevitable. However, it's not about avoiding failure, but about learning from it quickly. Reid's own early failures in the startup world didn't discourage him. They helped him build a more robust understanding of what it took to create a successful business. Number 3, networking is power. The core of LinkedIn's success is the belief that professional relationships are the key to growth. Whether it's building a company or finding new opportunities, Reid believes that your network is one of your most valuable assets. 4, take calculated risks. Reid's success comes from his willingness to take risks, but these risks are always calculated. He doesn't take risks just for the sake of it. He takes risks when he sees the potential for transformation and value creation. 5, empower others. Reid is a strong advocate for giving people the tools and resources they need to succeed. LinkedIn's success is proof of this. The platform empowers users to build their personal brand, network with professionals, and create opportunities for themselves. As an entrepreneur and investor, Reid focuses on empowering others to reach their full potential. Reid's continuing impact on the future of work. Looking forward, Reid Hoffman is more focused than ever on the evolution of the global workforce. His insights into how technology, globalization, and the gig economy are transforming the job market continue to shape the way we think about work. With the rise of artificial intelligence, automation, and remote work, Reid believes the future of work will be one where individuals can have more autonomy over their careers. The traditional 9-to-5 job is being replaced by more flexible, project-based roles, where people can use platforms like LinkedIn to build their careers and find work on their terms. Reid's continued involvement in technology and venture capital keeps him at the forefront of industry shifts. As AI-powered job matching becomes more prevalent, LinkedIn will play an even more significant role in helping workers adapt to new career paths, while companies will use AI tools to find the perfect candidates faster and more efficiently. In addition to his work at Greylock, Reid has focused his attention on the future of entrepreneurship through his podcast and books, including The Startup of You. His workshop for entrepreneurs offers practical advice and wisdom on navigating failure, success, and the entrepreneurial journey. His influence extends far beyond Silicon Valley, as entrepreneurs around the world turn to Reid for guidance on how to build, scale, and sustain their ventures. Reid Hoffman's influence on the next generation. Reid Hoffman's success story has inspired countless entrepreneurs who follow in his footsteps. His authenticity, vulnerability, and resilience serve as a powerful example of what it means to create something from nothing. He's shown the world that failure isn't something to fear, it's a tool for growth. His advice to young entrepreneurs is simple. Start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment will never come. Build, experiment, and iterate. Keep moving forward. Most importantly, surround yourself with great people who will help you grow. Reid's journey from the early days of SocialNet's failure to LinkedIn's global success is a powerful reminder of how the entrepreneurial journey is rarely linear. It's full of setbacks, challenges, and pivots. The key to success isn't avoiding mistakes, but learning from them, adapting, and embracing the future with an open mind. As we wrap up the story of Reid Hoffman and his monumental success with LinkedIn, it's important to consider the platform's future and its ongoing impact on society, the economy, and the global workforce. LinkedIn is no longer just about job hunting or networking. It has become the central hub for all professional activity, a place where people build careers, gain skills, and connect with like-minded professionals. Looking ahead, LinkedIn's role in the future of work will become even more important. The world of work is rapidly changing, with technology, remote work, and automation reshaping how people approach their careers. In this shifting landscape, LinkedIn is uniquely positioned to continue being a leader in connecting professionals and helping them navigate these changes. Reid Hoffman's vision for LinkedIn isn't just about building a successful platform. It's about creating a global infrastructure that helps professionals thrive in a world where the traditional 9-to-5 job is no longer the norm. With the rise of the gig economy, the spread of remote work, and the globalization of talent, LinkedIn is poised to become the ultimate tool for career management in this new era of work. The role of artificial intelligence, AI, in LinkedIn's future. In the coming years, LinkedIn will become even more intelligent thanks to advancements in artificial intelligence, AI. AI will play a critical role in helping users not only find job opportunities, but also gain career insights that were previously impossible to attain. LinkedIn's AI algorithms will analyze user data, such as job experience, skills, and even preferences, to provide personalized career guidance. One of the most exciting developments Reid Hoffman anticipates is the use of AI-powered career pathways. Rather than simply matching users with jobs based on their profile, LinkedIn will be able to suggest entire career trajectories for individuals, considering not only their existing skills, but also their growth potential. By analyzing industry trends and data from other users in similar fields, LinkedIn will become a personalized career mentor, advising professionals on what they should learn next, what jobs they should pursue, and how they can adapt to the fast-changing work environment. Furthermore, LinkedIn's AI-powered learning platform will help individuals upskill at an unprecedented pace, providing real-time recommendations on courses and training that will make them more marketable. Whether it's coding, digital marketing, or leadership skills, LinkedIn will offer a tailored learning experience that equips users with the tools they need to advance in their careers. The power of data in shaping career outcomes. Beyond AI, LinkedIn's massive database of professional data will continue to offer valuable insights into the job market. LinkedIn has built one of the most comprehensive collections of career-related data in the world, with over 700 million users. This wealth of data allows LinkedIn to track trends in hiring, skills demand, and industry growth. For businesses, this data provides a competitive advantage in talent acquisition. Companies can use LinkedIn's tools to track market shifts, identify emerging trends, and predict the skills and talents they will need in the future. By leveraging LinkedIn's data, businesses can make better informed decisions about where to recruit and how to structure their teams for future success. For individuals, LinkedIn's data can guide their career paths, showing them which industries are thriving and what skills are in high demand. Whether you're a recent graduate looking to enter a field or an experienced professional seeking new opportunities, LinkedIn's data-driven insights can help you make smarter decisions about your career. LinkedIn's role in the global workforce and remote work. Another area where LinkedIn will continue to lead is in the globalization of the workforce. As more companies embrace remote work, LinkedIn's global platform allows businesses to tap into a vast pool of talent, regardless of location. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the shift to remote work, but it's clear that this trend will continue long after the pandemic has subsided. LinkedIn's ability to connect professionals from all corners of the world will play a central role in the future of work. Remote teams are becoming the norm, and LinkedIn's networking capabilities will help professionals collaborate seamlessly across borders. It will no longer matter if you're located in New York, Berlin, or Bangkok. LinkedIn will provide you with the tools to work with top talent from anywhere in the world. This global talent pool has the potential to diversify industries, creating more inclusive and innovative workplaces. Professionals from different cultures and backgrounds will bring new ideas and perspectives, driving creativity and solving global challenges. In this way, LinkedIn will not just be a tool for career growth. It will be an engine of global collaboration. The long-term vision, shaping the future of human capital. Reid Hoffman has always been focused on the long-term vision, not just the next step, but how his work could shape the future of human capital. The world of work is in the midst of a transformation, and LinkedIn will continue to be at the center of that change. As more people work remotely, pursue gig-based careers, and build their personal brands, LinkedIn will remain the ultimate platform for connecting people with the right opportunities. The integration of AI, data-driven insights, and a global network will enable professionals to thrive in an ever-changing world. LinkedIn's long-term vision aligns perfectly with Reid's belief that connection is the key to success. As the world becomes more interconnected, opportunities will multiply, and LinkedIn will be the platform where those connections happen. Reid Hoffman's vision for a more connected world. Ultimately, Reid Hoffman's vision for LinkedIn goes beyond simply being a business tool. It's about building a more connected world where people from all walks of life can find opportunities, build relationships, and unlock their potential. LinkedIn is just the beginning, and Reid is committed to helping create a world where everyone has access to the tools and resources they need to succeed. Whether that means starting a business, finding a job, or creating meaningful professional relationships. Success didn't come free, and this is the part most biographies skip. While LinkedIn was growing, while headlines talked about users and valuations, Reid Hoffman was slowly disappearing from his own personal life. He wasn't present. He wasn't balanced. He wasn't healthy in the way people romanticize success. He slept with his laptop open. He woke up thinking about network effects. He measured friendships by trust, usefulness, and long-term alignment. This wasn't cruelty, it was obsession. Reid believed something dangerous but effective. Open quote, "If you're early, you must be extreme," close quote. While others tried to protect comfort, Reid protected momentum. Birthdays passed, relationships cooled, entire years blurred together. Not because he hated people, but because he believed the mission mattered more than moments. And here's the uncomfortable truth. LinkedIn survived because Reid sacrificed normalcy. He once admitted that if LinkedIn failed, he wouldn't just lose money, he would lose identity. Because by that point, LinkedIn wasn't a company anymore. It was who he had become. Every feature decision felt personal. Every growth metric felt like a verdict on his worth. This is the hidden tax of founders no one warns you about. When your creation grows, it starts growing inside you. Reid wasn't chasing riches. He was chasing validation through inevitability. He wanted LinkedIn to reach a point where quitting was impossible, competitors were irrelevant, failure was mathematically unlikely. That's why he pushed scaling before perfection. That's why he tolerated chaos. That's why he accepted risk others would never touch. He wasn't trying to be safe. He was trying to be unstoppable. And when LinkedIn finally reached escape velocity, millions of users, global adoption, cultural relevance, Reid didn't celebrate. He felt relief. Not joy, not pride, relief. Because for the first time in years, the company no longer needed his constant fear to survive. This is what waiting for the right moment actually means. It's not patience, it's endurance. It's staying broken longer than others can tolerate. It's betting on timing while bleeding quietly. It's trusting that being early hurts more than being wrong. Reid Hoffman didn't win because he was smarter. He won because he could wait without quitting. And that's the lesson most people don't want to hear. Not everyone who fails is early. There is a moment every long-suffering founder reaches. Not the launch, not the funding round, not the headline. It's quieter than that. It's the moment when the world finally starts moving at the speed you were already running. For Reid Hoffman, that moment arrived slowly, then all at once. Recruiters didn't need convincing anymore. Professionals didn't ask why LinkedIn mattered. They asked how fast they could grow on it. The waiting phase was over. But here's the twist. Reid didn't suddenly relax. He got sharper because he understood something dangerous. Open quote, "Momentum is temporary. Power is structural." Close quote. Anyone can ride hype. Only systems survive gravity. So Reid stopped thinking like a founder and started thinking like an architect. He redesigned LinkedIn around inevitability. Not features, not aesthetics. Lock-in. Profiles became permanent identities. Connections became career history. Leaving LinkedIn started to feel like erasing yourself. That wasn't manipulation. It was alignment. LinkedIn wasn't asking users to stay. It made staying the rational choice. This is where most startups fail. They chase love. Reid chased dependency. If a recruiter left LinkedIn, they lost reach. If a professional left, they lost visibility. If a company ignored it, they hired slower. That's power, quiet, legal, unemotional. And yet Reid was still afraid, because power attracts enemies. Competitors copied features. Tech giants watched closely. Investors pushed for speed over soul. Every option carried risk. Move too fast, you break trust. Move too slow, you lose dominance. Reid chose a third path. He expanded sideways. LinkedIn wasn't just for jobs anymore. It became a publishing platform, a reputation engine, a learning ecosystem. Not because users asked, because Reid anticipated what careers would become. Fragmented, public, continuously judged. LinkedIn didn't create that reality, it prepared for it. Waiting had trained Reid for this phase. Years of restraint made him precise. Years of rejection made him unemotional. He didn't chase trends. He waited until trends were forced to chase him. That's the reward of patience at scale. And then came the question he couldn't avoid. Exit or empire? Most founders would cash out, disappear, call it success. Reid hesitated, because selling means letting go of control, and control, after years of chaos, felt addictive. He knew the truth. LinkedIn could become bigger than him, but only if he chose timing over ego. Waiting wasn't over yet, it had just changed form. When Microsoft came to the table, it wasn't a rescue, it was a recognition. LinkedIn wasn't desperate, it wasn't slowing down, it wasn't looking for a buyer, and that's exactly why the offer mattered. Reid Hoffman didn't ask, how much? He asked, what happens if we say no? Because by then, LinkedIn had reached a rare position. Too big to ignore, too embedded to replace, too trusted to disrupt easily. Selling at that moment wasn't surrender, it was leverage. The number, $26.2 billion, made headlines, but Reid barely talked about it. What he cared about was structure. Would LinkedIn remain independent? Would the culture survive? Would the mission be protected? Money fades, control shapes decades. Reid had learned this the hard way. In his failed startups, he sold too early, compromised too much, let others steer unfinished visions. This time was different. This time, waiting gave him terms. Microsoft didn't want LinkedIn's revenue, they wanted its position, a living map of global talent, a real-time graph of professional trust, a system no competitor could rebuild from scratch. Reid understood that immediately, so he framed the deal not as an exit, but as an amplifier. Under Microsoft, LinkedIn gained infrastructure without interference, scale without cultural erosion, safety without stagnation. Rare trade-offs, and Reid stayed, not because he needed to, but because he wanted to guard the core. This is the part most people misunderstand. Exits aren't about cashing out. They're about deciding who controls the future of what you built. Reid didn't sell LinkedIn to escape responsibility. He sold it to extend its lifespan. After the acquisition, something changed. The fear that drove him for years began to dissolve. Not ambition, not curiosity, fear. For the first time, LinkedIn could survive without Reid watching every metric. And that freed him. Freedom didn't mean rest, it meant range. Reid shifted into a new role. Not builder, catalyst. He invested, he advised, he accelerated others. Because waiting had taught him one final lesson. Open quote, your biggest leverage comes after you stop needing leverage, close quote. LinkedIn was no longer his safety net. It was his proof. After LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman didn't slow down. He changed altitude. When you spent years inside the fight, every decision feels urgent. After you survive it, urgency turns into clarity. Reid began to see patterns most people miss because they're too busy chasing the next win. He noticed something unsettling. Most founders weren't failing because they were dumb. They were failing because they were early and alone. They had ideas ahead of the market, but no network strong enough to hold them in place until timing caught up. Reid had lived that pain, so he built something quieter than LinkedIn, but just as powerful: influence. Through investments, advising, and writing, Reid became a force multiplier. Airbnb, Facebook, OpenAI, different companies, same logic. Back founders who think in decades, not quarters. Reid stopped asking, is this safe? He asked, does this reshape how people coordinate? Because coordination, not technology, is what changes civilizations. LinkedIn coordinated careers, Airbnb coordinated trust, AI coordinates intelligence. The pattern was clear. And here's the uncomfortable insight Reid often shares privately. Open quote, timing beats brilliance. Close quote, you can be right and still lose if the world isn't ready to follow. That's why waiting matters. Not passive waiting, strategic survival. Reid also became brutally honest about trade-offs. He admitted, obsession costs relationships. Speed costs reflection. Dominance costs innocence. There is no clean victory, only chosen sacrifices. When young founders ask him for advice, he doesn't romanticize struggle. He warns them, this will take longer than you think. You will feel stupid more often than confident, and if you succeed, people will rewrite your story to make it sound easy. Waiting trains you for that distortion. Reid Hoffman's legacy isn't LinkedIn. LinkedIn is evidence. His real contribution is this idea. Careers are not ladders, they're networks of risk. And the people who win aren't the fastest or the loudest. They're the ones who can wait without drifting, build without applause, and endure uncertainty long enough for the world to catch up. That's the long game. Most people don't have patience for it. That's why so few ever win it.